Guess who's back? You don't have to guess. It's me. It's me. I came with a message. I come with honest, honest pointers. And I just wanna debrief a couple of things that have been on my mind. Circling my mind and like, quite honestly, we need to talk about it. Can't just stay in my head because I'm spiraling here. I've got all these thoughts that are accumulating in my mind, but I've not been outsourcing them anywhere, and it's about time. One of the first things, I'm going to get right into it, is the concept of yin and yang. This is a Chinese concept in philosophy. If you don't know it, it's this picture right here. And I was researching into it, and the way that it's depicted versus the explanation, it makes so much sense, and it's so simple yet so profound at the same time, depending on how much you look at it. But you know, you got the light side, which is like, you know, the positive stuff, the light energy, the sun, the I'm sorry. Yeah. And then there's also a dark side. So this is just examples. Like, so for example, if this one will be happiness and this one will be sadness, it's like inside the actual darkness there's also light, but inside the light there's also darkness, and it's like they're both intertwined, they both can't really coexist without the moon. Neither all actually disappears, and it reflects around us in all different types of ways, you know. There's a quote that I got from an article. It says duality in there is duality in everything around us. Both sides have the seed of the other planted in them. It is impossible to separate the yin from the yang and the yang from the yin. The yang starts as an action while the yin receives it and completes the motion. Bro, think about it. Think about it. Oh, sorry guys. Sorry guys. I didn't actually get to explain myself too well. Yeah, like at the start. This, do you like the new background, by the way? You know what I mean? I didn't explain what's up. I don't know. I've been meaning to post a lot of content. Evidently, that hasn't happened. However, I'm back on my game. Sometimes you just need a new change of scenario. You know, I was bullying myself and just really like focusing on the negative parts of myself, but the negative can't exist without the positive. But let me cook, because basically, in order for me to even get to this point of acknowledging, okay, me trying to make content in this particular background isn't working, or in this form isn't working, I had to already be in that state. And this is where it gets interesting. Listen to this quote. If you want to return to something, I messed up the. Let's start again. Please give me another chance. If you want something to return to the source, you must first allow it to spread out. If you want something to weaken, you must first allow it to get strong. My understanding of this is like, let's say you want to go back to a way that you used to be. Let's say as a child you used to be very confident, very carefree. In order for you to get to that state or want to return back to that state, you had to have let go of that state in the first place for it to come back. Let's say if you catch the ball, someone threw the ball, you know what I mean? Like, and then if you want something to weaken, you must have first allow it to get strong. Mike Tyson was a baby once. Usain Bolt was not always the fastest runner in the world. Okay, at one point he was a soul coach. At one point he wasn't. He was not as fast as he is now. He had to train up to be up to that state. You know when you're watching these documentaries and they're telling you, you know, Beyonce was working for, I don't know, however many hours a day, sweating blood and tears just for her next performance. And you only see the performance, you don't really see all the comes before, but it comes like that. And then if you want something to be removed, you must first allow it to flourish. Let's say you've got a negative trait. You've noticed, now damn, can't lie, I'm a little bit toxic in this area. Like, maybe I should have cussed him out. You had to come to that realization by having it. So, in a more physical sense, if you've got a seed and you planted it and it starts sprouting, you realize that that's not working out. Oh, that's something wrong with that. You're gonna uproot it, but for you to even realize that it was wrong, you had to see it, right? And then it's, if you want to possess something, you must first give it away. Do you guys know this song? You never know your lover till you let her go. I love that song, guys. But it's so true, because you actually never, most times anyways, you only really see the value in something when it's gone. Who even sings that song? I actually don't know. But if you know, only know you've been high when you're feeling low. Only know that, only miss the sun when it starts to snow. But yeah, the basis of what I'm saying here is like, in order for you to know that something is bad, you have to know what the good is. And in order for you to know what something good is, you have to know what the bad is. Otherwise, what are you basing it off? You know what I'm trying to say? So, you get it. Like, you can't really eliminate the negativity. It's what you use or what you alchemize from that. It's like, yeah, you got hit, but how you gonna bounce back? Because the shots is always gonna be getting thrown. No matter what you do, there will always be a dark and light side to it. The hard truth is, you are only pretty because someone else is considered ugly. Do you get that? Like, if I'm someone's type and I look like this, in comparison to someone who looks completely opposite to me, that to this person who finds me attractive will be ugly to them. Is that facts? No, because it's subjective. But according to you though, like, I hope that we're both on the same page right now, because yeah, you are only rich because someone else is poor. You see the inequality. They say the rich get richer. That's my rich. Ooh, oh. But like, you being in this particular situation, you're happy, you're eating. Someone is a completely opposite of that, not knowing where their next meal is gonna come from, and that doesn't make you an evil person, and that doesn't make. But you see, it's like, and we're both operating in this earth. We both didn't really get a choice on where or how we, or when we would be born. Like, I could have been having a completely different lifestyle right now if I was born somewhere else, or if I was living somewhere else. And I don't live where I'm living right now for my own choice. Because without the opposites, there's nothing that can establish your hierarchy in this world. You know what I'm saying? If we're both all on the same level, you know how, like, in the Bible, or not even in the Bible, or just in general, how paradise is pictured to be like no evil, no jealousy, no killing, no, just pure bliss, right? Like, kumbaya, my lord. We don't really have a full notion of what that will really be like, because our brains can't even begin to comprehend that level of bliss, like, and serenity. Like, what we know to be happiness is like, oh, you're happy if you get this, but paradise's version of happiness isn't based off what something tangible or something that you get. It's like, what's in is love, and it's everywhere, and yeah, and everyone's just vibing. Can't wait to see what heaven looks like. I know God's gonna do his big one with that one. But honestly, guys, yin and yang, yin and yang, it's not black and white. Girl, it's not even grey. So next time the inner critic in your mind wants to square up with you, square back with the light. Like, because really, for every person that doesn't like you, there's someone that likes you. If that person doesn't like you for that thing, there might be someone that likes you for that exact thing. Does that make you a bad person or a good person? It's not black and white. Like, it's really not. So be at peace with this truth that, like, two things can be true at once. You know, it's all really about perspective. Please don't beat yourself up. Please, I don't want to go to the hospital and visit anybody. Just spare me that one, please. So take that in, guys. Take that in. And hopefully the next video will be even better than this one, because stepping stones. So if you want to see the journey, please make sure you give this a like, a follow, a comment if you want. I'm always down to chat. Let me know what you think about the duality of life. That's kind of deep, bro. I like deep conversations.